everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be chewing gum. I'm trying this new brand for the first time and I'm sitting by the water. So I'm trying Hi-Chew. I have no idea how it's gonna taste. But I got it because maybe the bubbles would be bigger when I blow the bubbles. So let's get this. Okay, perfect. I also straightened my hair. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is candy. This is not gum. Okay, I'm so sorry. This is gonna be like the funniest ASMR video. I'm wondering, I'm like, why is this melting? Okay, you know what this reminds me of? Starburst. Okay, I promise, like, next video, I'm just gonna get the double Hubba Bubba. I had it in my hand, and sorry, there's a person backing up. It looks like they're gonna go right into it. They're like really close. I'm just gonna have one more, but these are really good actually. Okay, so it's just white and it has strawberry in the middle. Hi-Chew. Probably you guys already know that it's candy. I wish I didn't know that. So I feel ridiculous. I'll just leave it. Okay. Ow. Okay. I did bring gum in my bag. I have my mint gum. I bit my tongue. These are literally like Starburst. Wow. It's weird because actually a couple months ago I wanted to get this. I'm like, oh, maybe the bubbles are bigger on that one. Well, it's really good. So that's the car that was backing up. And I successfully parked. Alright. That's really sweet. That's good. So I guess I'm just gonna chew regular gum for you guys. I don't really eat a lot of candy, so when I do eat it, it's definitely a rush. wanted to do the video with that. I'm like, maybe the bubbles will be bigger. But if you like gum chewing, now I'm just gonna do gum chewing noises because this gum doesn't allow me to blow bubbles. I also wanted to. Actually, I'm not gonna talk a lot. You guys probably like it. I just have gum. So, actually, I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna save this for the next video. But you know what? I think I'm gonna talk about it now. Okay, so I was asked to do a video on relationship advice and chewing gum. So you know what? I think I'm gonna do that right now. So this is just for fun, entertainment purposes. I'm not a psychologist or anything, but let's talk about relationships. Let's talk about what people go through. So, you know, I understand many of you probably are, maybe some of you are in a relationship or you're not in a relationship, or maybe you're wanting to find somebody. So, let's try to cover everything, okay? So, let's start off with people who are looking for a relationship and you want to find somebody. Oh wait, while I'm doing that, I want to put some lip gloss on. Holy, there's a weird smell around here. Anyways, let's put some lip gloss on. So if you're looking for somebody and you want to find somebody, I would say, like, talk about, you have to have faith and believe you'll find somebody, because when you focus on what you don't have, and I'm sure you guys heard this before, and I'm not doing law of attraction stuff or anything, because that stuff is not relevant. Everything was given to us biblically, in the Bible and the teachings of God. It always says, ask, you shall receive, knockers shall be open. And if your faith is as small as a mustard seed, believe. You know, when you have faith, it'll come for good things, you know, relationships or prosperity, or your intentions are good. Now it also says, seek, you shall find. And when the timing is right, you'll find somebody. I would say just think about the ideal person you want, write it down. I have literally written down stuff, and mostly everything has come. Like, if it's meant to be, it'll come. Never give up. You know, try not to get upset about it, and you find that you're having those days and you're just thinking a lot and you get upset that you're not finding the right person. I would say, like, get out in nature, keep busy, distract yourself. You know, maybe if you like painting or art, walking, rollerblading, biking, going out with friends, calling a good friend on the phone. You know, these things help get your mind off stuff. And always have gratitude. Gratitude changes everything. Like, there's days when I'm having, like, you know, a bad day, and I just give thanks, and no matter what, I just find the small things, and it helps me a lot. It actually makes me feel better. It's not gonna fix everything perfectly, but it really helps. Okay, now let's move on to, maybe you're in a toxic relationship and things are, you know, you're having problems in your relationship with the other person, you're fighting, Um, you know, a lot of things are spiritual. Let's say most things are spiritual. So when you're arguing with somebody or a spouse, always remember that you're dealing with principalities, and you're not dealing with the flesh. You know, um, sometimes the enemy just wants to ruin your day and works through other people to do that. So I would just say, I know you like arguing can just go on and on and on, and you want to prove your point, and you say, hey, this person said this or they hurt me, so I'm going to try to hurt them. But sword to sword never solves anything. Sometimes you just have to like walk away or not argue, because it can take 24 hours before you calm down, and it gets you all worked up, and it's not worth it. And I know that's really hard sometimes. And you can, I'm not saying to be a punching bag. I'm just saying, like, stand your ground, stand up for what you believe, and don't let anyone take advantage of you. Don't spend too much arguing. And if you have to, just write out goals on how you're going to distance yourself and get away from um, the individual, because sometimes you can't fix people, unfortunately. So you just have to take this stance and you know try to get out. And it won't be easy, but just keep having faith, and don't let anger get the best of you, because that can block your blessings. Anger and not having gratitude block your blessings. So I'm just gonna put this window up because some people might talk loud. Okay. Next thing is, maybe there's neglect in your relationship. You feel left out. I would say try to do different things. Try to plan dates. Try to do things a little bit different. Change your routine. If these things don't help, try talking with the person, or maybe going the extra step. Like, if the person likes food, maybe cooking their favorite dish and then offering, to go out after on a date, or, sit home and watch something, spending time together. Um, Initiating activities to get them engaged. Um, you know what? This is another good point. So there's actually this book, and it's called the love love languages. Yeah, the love languages, and I actually recommend it to get it. Maybe you already read it. So it tells you how a person communicates with one another. So let's just say there's 5. So I hope that I remember all of them, because this book I read a couple years ago. Okay, so first language is through services. This means, like, everyone's gonna react to a different way when they're going through something. Like, not everyone's gonna act the same, and it doesn't mean that they don't care about you. It just means that they have a different way of approaching things. So first one is services. So somebody might like when you help them around the house, or you do something for them, or you cook for them, or you open doors for them. Little things like this. Maybe giving them a massage, and this is what makes them happy. And it doesn't mean that they're taking advantage of you. This is just how they communicate in their language. The second one is gifts. So maybe somebody likes to receive like little gifts, flowers. If you're on a budget financially, I would say making things like little cards, gift baskets, making their favorite food, or maybe putting it together nicely on a plate, or like if you're artistic, painting something, they just like little gifts. Let's just say before they go to work, You can mail them something like a nice letter or a homemade card with like a bunch of stickers or like little candies or whatever, and they open that mail. Even if you live with somebody, you want to do something special, like just make a card for them, put stuff in it, and like mail it like to your house. Like just mail it, and when they get home, you say, "Oh, you have mail," and they'll open it, and all this stuff will be there. So they'll appreciate that. Also, what's the other one? So services, gifts, and the other one is, gosh, let me remember. Oh, it was touch. So if somebody likes to be hugged or massaged, which we already talked about that, or they like you to play with their hair or rub their feet, this is how they communicate. So you just get to know these languages. What's that? Oh, talking. Some people just like to talk. They communication. That's the fourth one. Quote me, I might be wrong. I hope I remember the fifth one. Anyways, you get my point. I don't remember the fifth one. So that one, those languages, when you get to know like which one your partner likes, it'll be easier to communicate. And doesn't really mean like they're a gold digger or they're taking advantage. It's just something like from their childhood, and they like to communicate that way. Maybe their parents gave them gifts to make up with them. Maybe the parents talked with them, communicated. Maybe they rubbed their back, played with their hair. So then when they grow up, they're just kind of like that. So I think that's actually really important, is that book. And then just manifesting what you want, very important. And that book really helps out getting to know different personality types and just doing little things. It's better to spread positivity than it is to spread negativity, and you will feel better too. And you always have to forgive, because it's good for you and it's also good for the other person. What else? I would also say communication is very important. Like if you're in a relationship, you shouldn't have too many restrictions. If one likes to, sometimes because sometimes we can go in that old-fashioned way where we think marriage is supposed to be like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't stay out late. If you have that trust with each other, you should be able to still have a social life, which I think is important. To have a social life and doing activities and doing fun things, and don't be afraid to show that inner child inside of you. So yeah, I hope that conducts everything. If you have any other questions, I can make another video like this, but my next video, I promise I'm gonna get gum. So thank you so much for watching.